Hello everyone and welcome back. So today's video is on Maniology's MXM box for September 2024 swatch comparisons for the two polishes. So we have Boogie Nights B522 and Funk Master 666 B523. So it's a lovely creamy yellow cream color and a bright orange. And I did not find a whole lot of colors within my collection that was even remotely close. For Boogie Nights, the only ones that were remotely close was Coconut and Winnie. Sorry, I still have a bit of congestion going on. And for Funk Master, TP Tipping, Papaya, and Orange Burst were the only ones that I found close. And even then, I was hard pressed to find one in that kind of shade. So we're going to go ahead and swatch the tops and the swatch sticks first before doing the comparisons. So I'm going to start with Boogie Nights. Oh, that's a lovely cream color. I've actually been wanting one like this. I've been wanting one that was a hair darker than Coconut, and that definitely seems like it is. This makes me happy. I've been wanting one like this for a while. Okay. That's good news, guys. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and swatch our swatch stick, which I'd already prepped. That shows up very well over black. So anybody who knows Coconut knows that it does not show up well over black at all. It has a bit of a sheerness to it, but that shows up quite well. I do like that. I love that Coconut has a bit of a sheerness to it though. There are a lot of effects that I can get with that I can't normally get with other stamping polishes. So I do like that Coconut has a bit of a sheerness to it, but I also want one that has a more opaqueness that's very similar to Coconut, and that's what it looks like we got with Boogie Nights. So I'm excited. So looking at this color, it actually kind of reminds me of cheesecake. So it's kind of making me and I'm not talking about I'm talking about the actual food, not a color that's called cheesecake. Though, Maniology, if you're watching, you can create a cheesecake color. I'll be happy with that. Do a theme place with it too. I would be perfectly happy with that. I love cheesecake. But aside from that, guys, no, the color does kind of remind me of cheesecake. Missed opportunity on Maniology's part. They could have waited to use this color and used it with a sweet treats kind of thing and named it cheesecake. But that's okay. This is a very lovely cream shade, for sure. And it has dessert vibes here, guys. Like, it is a very custardy, color, and it's very nice. I'm actually very happy with this color. Okay, I need to set this off to the side so it can dry. There we go. So let's go and clean the plate and we'll start our comparisons, guys. I hope this plate never wears out on me. This is my swatching plate and it gets a lot of use because of all the swatching I do, and I would be devastated if it wore out on me because it's not available for purchase anymore aside from secondhand, and that would be quite upsetting for me. I love the little mini polish bottles. They're so freaking cute. And I don't really want to start using my ambassador plate to do swatching, because that is ambassador only at gold tier, and that is the only way to get it. And it's not like it's warranted or anything like that either. So I don't want to use that in its place, because that's even more special than this one. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go in with Winnie. Ooh, I need to shake that up. It's got some separation on the pigments. There we go. The base and the pigments are mixed up again. So this is less cream and more yellow base, but it is a creamier yellow. Okay. And last, but certainly not least, one of my personal favorites that I feel like is a staple that should be in anybody's collection is coconut. And this is a very light cream color, and I absolutely adore this one. This is one of my favorites. I come back to this one a lot. Many of you have seen this one listed as one of the polishes used in many of my tutorials. It's just such a nice color. And it's so versatile. It's so versatile. It's a very light cream color. So honestly, I'm gonna just say it right. Boogie Nights is basically a cross between Winnie and Coconut. It's not as yellow as Winnie, but it's not as creamy as Coconut. It's somewhere in between the two. So it's a nice, lovely shade in between the two, and they haven't really done, as far as I've personally seen, a whole lot of cream colors. And it's and what I mean by cream colors is I mean the literal, like, milky cream colors. What would look like whipped cream or anything along those lines. I have not seen a whole lot of them created. And these are the closest I have seen. And Coconut is the best one out of them, and it's hard to see it over the white, but if you look over the black, it's very clear that Boogie Nights, which is here on the very left, Winnie, which is in the middle, and Coconut, which is on the right, this is basically a cross between these two. It is somewhere in between the two as far as shades go, and those are the closest ones I could find to this. So this is a very nice, lovely shade, and very nice and unique in its own way. But if you want something relatively similar, I would reach for either Winnie or Coconut. And the same is true over the light colors. It's hard to see on camera, but it's the same is true for that as well. It really is just in between the two. You could probably make a very similar shade by mixing the two before putting it on the plate. Excuse me. Okay, so with that being said, that is Boogie Nights, and we can go ahead and get into Funk Master. So, I'm going to clean this up, and then we will swatch Funk Master, and then we will get a good look at it compared to others. easy cleanup. Okay, get this cleaned up. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we have our Funkmaster 666. Let's take a good look at this. Go ahead and swatch. Wow, that's bright. It is such a bright orange. I feel like this is one that's going to need white stamped underneath it just to get vibrancy. Yeah, if you're going over dark, you need the white underneath. I can tell you right now just by looking at the cap after I swatched it. I was like, ooh, this is extra bright. And when they're extra bright like that, they generally need like some kind of white underneath it. Okay, let's go ahead and swatch our swatch stick. I mean, it does show over black, so kudos to it for showing over black, but it definitely dulls it and makes it less vibrant by a lot. Oh, man. And of course, over the white, it is super vibrant. Guys, it's practically neon. I wish this camera was showing, at least on the screen of the camera, I wish it was showing how bright this is. This is super bright, guys. Super duper bright. For those of you who like neons and very vibrant, bright colors, psychedelic type colors, this orange is for you guys because it is so vibrant, so bright. It's borderline neon. Okay. So this is a very bright orange, and oh my goodness. Wow. They went all out on that orange. They said we want true disco psychedelic colors here. So let's go ahead and get this plate prepared for swatch comparison. Okay. Oh, scrub, scrub, scrub. Any issues swatching? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get Funkmaster down. It's so bright, oh my goodness. It's blindingly bright in person. I don't know if the end result's going to look, because like I said, the screen on my camera doesn't seem to capture colors as well. But wow. This is very bright. Okay, so this one is TP tipping, and I don't think this one's even available anymore. I could be wrong. This may be one of the ones that's been discontinued. It's from their Bundle Monster Days, and some of the stuff from their Bundle Monster Days is still available, and some of it is not, and I can't tell you whether or not that one is. I have no idea. But I know there's people out there that purchased back in those days too, so that watch. I do happen to really like this particular orange. It was one of my favorites even back then. It's a very like pumpkin-y orange, and I do like that about it. And it's much different from, I mean, in the bottle they looked very similar, but it stamped that is much darker. And I knew as soon as I swatched Funkmaster 666 that it was going to be much brighter than everything else. So this one's very unique in its own right. I don't think I have anything else in my drawer, which I have the drawer open, that even come close to that in brightness. That is such a bright orange. So this next one is Papaya, which is another one of my favorites, and it's quite similar to TP tipping. That's probably why I'm very fond of it. And like I said, I don't think TP tipping is even available anymore. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. But they do have to clear out, you know, various colors that don't do as well. Same with plates every so often, because they're constantly creating new product. Every season and every month even, they're creating new product. So they can only create and store so much at one time. And whatever's not selling as well, that's what goes. So this one is Orange Burst. And sometimes the age of something will be, if it doesn't sell super well and it's really old, that would be, like it sells well but not super well. That would be one that would get the axe. Happily Never After collection being the perfect example. They had that one for many, many, many years, and it finally stopped selling well enough for them to keep, I think is what happened. And then I've seen one that they released it one year and the next year it was discontinued because it just did not sell and it got the axe. So it happens. So these are all the different colors that looked like it in the bottle, but now that it's swatched, looks totally different. Totally different. So I'm going to go through my drawer really quick, just give a quick once over, and see if I have anything that's swatched. The tops of it maybe look similar. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't think there is anything in that realm. Because this is a yellowy orange, and I don't think I have anything quite like it. Well, Sunrise looks similar to its swatch, but it's got a more yellow hue. Same thing. Well, I don't see anything like this. It's too pinky. Yeah, so guys, this one's pretty dang unique too. The closest one I found tops wise is more yellow than orange, and that is Sunrise. So let's watch that real quick. Oh god, I just dipped myself clean in my mass pile of polish there. So I will do Sunrise next to it. But I'm telling you guys that this is a yellow, and that's even the closest I've seen for brightness. But yep. And then once you stamp it, the yellow shines through. So there's nothing like this in my drawer, guys. Nothing like this. That's a very unique one. And in the bottle, it may look like these, but once it's stamped, it is very, very bright and is very different from all the others. The only other bright ones I have are either much darker bright orange, or has more pink tones to it, or more red tones to it, or more yellow tones to it. There's nothing remotely close to that in my drawer. So this is very unique, guys. Very unique. Stupid freaking congestion. I would like for the weather to stop flip-flopping between hot and cold long enough for me to not feel so rough. So that is all of them, guys. I hope this was helpful. And I definitely would recommend both polishes out of this, to be honest with you guys, because they are pretty dang unique, and that cream color would be so useful in so many different areas. And that orange is very unique in the Maniology collection of polishes, and it's pretty nice. I do love this vibrancy. It has so many good uses, especially if you're doing something more psychedelic or bright and vibrant colors for things like summer. This would do great with a gradient, or, you know, this reminds me of sunsets even. It's a very bright, vibrant, like a sunset orange. Even though this one's named Sunset, this reminds me of a sunset. This one can be used in conjunction with this to create a very beautiful sunset too. In fact, all of these could in conjunction with it. So I hope you all found this helpful, and maybe help with your decision making on whether or not you want to buy the polishes separate from the box, if you want to buy the entire box. Whether or not you'd rather have the express kit this month because you don't like the polishes and you don't want those colors, or you feel like what you have is more sufficient for you. That is fine. This, you know, everybody has their own personal preferences. I love having a wide variety of colors, and I can never have enough different colors. I find that I'm constantly using all sorts of different colors for designs, and being able to just open my drawer or look at my swatch sticks and just be able to find the perfect color that I'm looking for my design makes a big difference to me. So this is part of the reason why I do these videos for you guys, is because, you know, being able to see the colors in action swatched helps give you an idea whether or not it's something you want to add to your collection. Like I said, I always add to my collection, because having a very wide variety of colors makes a world of difference for me. That may not be the case for you, but for me it does. So, you know, this is something that I will continue to do, and hopefully, you know, you guys will continue to need them. Otherwise, I may have to stop doing them. But currently, there are people who do need these still on my channel, and so I will continue to do so. This is probably going to be a permanent part of my channel, as long as I always have people who want them, to help them make decisions and to see them in action. So, you know, that's always how it goes for me. You know, I'm trying to provide the best information for you guys possible at all times. So we now have this month's, September's 2024 swatch comparisons, and I have swatch comparison video up for the box of Night as well already. I can't guarantee swatch comparisons for those polishes, the special holiday boxes like the Christmas and the Halloween one that are advent calendar, but if you guys want them, when I do the unboxing, let me know in the comments. I've already done that one because somebody did want it, and I will go ahead and do it. I primarily do it for the MXM box, but I try to do it for other polish releases. I still have not bought the Summer Trio polish release that they made yet. I'm behind, guys. I still haven't even bought that yet. It's been one heck of a rodeo over this last summer, and finances were not the greatest throughout the summer, but we are recovered for the most part. So we are just trying to keep our head afloat at this moment. So I'm, you know, whatever I make from my own jobs that I do is what goes into it. And so it's a slow process for me. I don't get a whole lot from my codes, and you know, you guys have, people have to use my codes too for me to make money. They don't just automatically pay me for having a code. It has to be used. So if you guys want to help support this channel, that's a good way to do so. I have codes for both Born Pretty and Maniology. So if you're already making a purchase from them, please use my code. Feel free. You get 10% off your order, and I get a small kickback. So aside from all that, I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever it may be, wherever you are at while you are watching this video. And until next time, guys, thank you all for watching. Bye.